Hi guys, I am Bex Trista. I'm here with Amy from Cakes with Faces, who you may recognise from some of my previous Comic Con videos, who creates awesome, wonderful creations. So you spend a lot of time out in Japan. I'm assuming that's influenced some of your designs here. I see all your incredible YouTube videos. Like, how much of that influence goes back into your work?
Definitely, I just love Japan, everything about it, and the kawaii design style is obviously a big influence on my design.
Subtly influencing everything you can see here.
But I just love travelling around Japan. I make my videos to show people things they might not have seen about Japan, because you get so many videos about the same sorts of things, so I want to show other places and other things you can do.
Which is cool, because obviously I can relate to that, because what I want to do is show independent creators and indie comics and indie games and show people things they might not find otherwise. And I think there's so many gems and so many things people don't find if you don't know exactly where to look, especially in a country like Japan.
Yeah, you hear about the famous things that everybody knows about, but there's so much more. And you're doing a great job with the indie artists, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Because everyone knows about mainstream things, but if that's all there was, how boring would that be? And still, sequels of the same franchises and things. So
there's still always more to find, and all those crazy ideas that would never be made by the big companies you'll find in the indie stuff, and people being a lot more experimental. And I just think they're really cool and really fun and interesting, and such lovely guys, such a lovely community. In fact, I find that with MCM and all the Comic Cons in general. It's an incredible community.
It really is.
And I've made so many friends from coming to these things, so if I can then help the people I'm meeting who are awesome, who are putting in like crazy amounts of hard work, like the amount of times you must spend staring at pixels, drawing like tiny sharks and coming up with terrible puns. It's a lot of hard work and dedication, and it's something that needs to be showcased more.
Yeah, it is a lot of work, but it is really worth it to do something you love. Everyone should be able to do what they love.
Yeah.
And sometimes when I'm up really late packing boxes and doing boring things, getting ready for con, it makes it all worth it when I come here and see how excited people are when they see Winosaurs or the Alpacalypse.
Or they bring you Fanta Grape, as someone has just done. They bring you Fanta Grape, and I've seen people bringing you fan art, either of yourself or of your designs and things like that, which is awesome, because you've got a community around what you're doing as well. And you've done community art projects as well. I saw your strawberry that you've done. You've done another one since, haven't you, as well?
The first one was called Tea Towel. Tea Towel. He was an owl with tea time treats on and a tea towel check background.
See, it's lovely. Puns. Puns for the win, and making your local town more punny. Punny, I think that's the word. Punny. It's a word now.
Yeah.
It's a word now. And we're going to talk a little bit about how you come up with some of the super cute ideas for your clothing line.
All sorts going on in this, and obviously sharks are really cool, so I wanted to make a shark dress. But with my designs, I like to have a bit more going on than just a pattern of sharks randomly. Yeah. So I like to have little details when you look closer. So there's sharks fighting over a fish.
So many little things to find. They're like kind of the Where's Wally of pattern designs. There's no like the repeat is much larger than you'd expect. So there's like all these extra details in every single.
I did always like Where's Wally, and when I was little, I drew an ancient Egypt version of Where's Wally that was just massive.
That's amazing.
I'd never have time to do that now.
Maybe you should dig that out and turn that into a print. Just swap Wally for something non-copyrighted. Yeah. Where's the hamster in a teacup?
Where's Woolly, the sheep version?
Where's Fred, the stripy sheep with a woolly hat? Yes. Totally not copyright
infringing. Nothing to do with Where's Wally.
No, not at all. So you've got the Llamageddon and the Alpacalypse, which obviously being, I have the Sockpocalypse, I could appreciate.
Yes.
Which one came first?
The Alpacalypse was the original, that then Llamageddon came afterwards, but who would win out of Llamageddon and
between
Alpacalypse?
The two? Don't know.
Technically, llamas are stronger. They're alpacas are bred for their wool and being fluffy and cute, so probably the llamas would win, but the Alpacalypse was the original.
They've been there first. They've had the time to develop the tactics.
Yeah, they've developed their army to strengthen their forces.
That's what I think alpacas do. That cute thing, it's just a trick.
To distract you.
It's just a trick. They're actually secretly plotting world domination.
Watch out on Topeki over there, those big stacks of alpacas.
Yeah.
They're up to something.
Definitely.
You can't trust them.
No. That's something you've now learned today from Cakes with Faces. Alpacas and llamas are secretly plotting to take over the world. It's amazing how many things are plotting to take over the world.
The most innocent looking things.
Yeah.
Can't trust them.
Yeah, well, Terminators, they're obviously, they look pretty vicious. They look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. But alpacas, We just invite them in our homes in the form of cuddly toys, and then
everybody loves them.
World-ending event. Now you know. Hamsters in teacups. I love hamsters in teacups.
Well, I just love hamsters. I'm obsessed with hamsters. I think they are the cutest thing. But then hamsters are cute, but then you put them in a teacup and they're even cuter.
And they fit so neatly into a teacup.
Yeah, I did try that with my hamster once, but she wasn't having any of it. She just kept coming out of the teacup again.
So she didn't pose for that drawing specifically?
No, she wasn't very cooperative. That's why it's a drawing.
Uncooperative. Also an animal that could be plotting to take over the world. Uncooperative hamsters that won't stay in teacups.
That's why they're kept in cages. It's for our safety.
Hamsters kept in teacups and cages for everybody's safety.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
It's for your protection.
I'm loving the Illuminati as well. Illuminati, that's fairly new. Is that this year or last year, Illuminati?
Last year. That's been a popular design. The Illuminati, the elite.
Being Britain, tea is popular.
Yes, very much so. And if you're going to join a secret society, make sure it's one that's got biscuits and knows the importance of tea breaks.
That's why we join the dark side, because they have cookies. So join the Illuminati. Illuminati or the Illuminati. It's all coming together, the Llamageddon and the Illuminati.
It's a conspiracy.
It's definitely a conspiracy. A conspiracy. Yeah, I don't know how far we can take this joke before it doesn't. Yeah. Winosaurs is new for MCM.
Yeah, my new design. It's not online yet, but it probably will by the time this comes out. But for this weekend, it's just for Comic Con.
Yeah.
And that's my new design, which there's a story behind this.
Okay.
I made it up this summer. I've got some lolly molds, like ice lolly molds in the shape of dinosaurs, and I decided to make a wine ice lolly when I was having a barbecue. I thought that'd be nice.
That makes sense. We do mulled wine. Why not wine
summer wine, winter wine, summer wine.
Yeah.
And so that was the original Winosaur.
The Hedgehog Scarf, I might be slightly in love with this. It is so soft, and that makes sense because hedgehogs hibernate in winter, which is what I should be doing. Therefore, they should be on winter apparel.
Could go with that, yes.
Yeah. I'm assuming this is just because hedgehogs are super cute.
Because they're cute, and I wear a scarf for like half of the year because I get really cold really easily, and hedgehogs are cute, so yeah, and they come out really nice. I never designed anything to be knitted before, so it's kind of weird doing the design with the normal lines and then it comes out with the stitches on.
Yeah, is it kind of like doing pixel art because it kind of works in more kind of...
Yeah,
but
I'm pleased with how it come out.
I think it's adorable. I think there should be more scarves from Cakes and Faces.
Yeah, I do have an idea for another scarf, top secret, so maybe there will be one.
Maybe heard it here first, we're not sure. How did you come up with the kawaii board?
Kawaii.
I managed to say it that time.
Yeah,
That's so cool.
I always say kawaii, but it's a Ouija board, so it should be kawaii.
Kawaii board.
It's a kawaii Ouija board. I like silly puns.
I feel like you also stay up too late sometimes and come up with silly things to say.
I come up with silly things and drawing them and printing on things and selling them to people.
Hey, that's a good life plan. And they're awesome, and I appreciate the fact you do them, so that is all good.
Someone's got to do it.
Yeah, and the mermaid, was that just a bad day?
She's under the sea since like whenever, because everyone feels like that sometimes, don't they?
Yeah. Meh.
So
I think everyone's a mermaid sometimes, Mondays normally.
Before I thought of that, I thought of Blur Maid.
Blur Maid?
Sick. But then I decided that
maybe that wasn't quite so cute.
Not a very nice t-shirt, so mermaid.
So the mermaid. Yeah. I think you made the right call there.
Yeah.
I think you did.
Maybe one day there'll be a sequel, you know. That'll be
the Blur Maid.
The green.
So the mermaid will be like Mondays, and then for like your Sunday morning after Saturday night t-shirt, it will be the Blur Maid.
It'll be a really baggy, comfy one.
Called the Blur Maid. So obviously you do dresses as well as t-shirts and now scarves, amazing scarves. So Starry Night, which just at a close look, it just looks like normal constellations, but obviously being you, no.
It's no ordinary galaxy dress.
It is not.
All the constellations are cake themed because it's Cakes with Faces. So we've got, it's not Orion, it's Orion, like Orion.
Yeah, that's close enough, that's close enough.
We've got the big cake slice, the little cake slice, there's the Jaffa anomaly, the whole is it a cake, is it a biscuit thing.
Yeah, it is a conundrum, a legal conundrum that went on for quite some time in the courts because there's a tax break if you're which one was it? A biscuit or a cake?
Oh, I don't know.
One biscuit or cake. One of them counts as a staple requirement, like milk and bread. I think it was cake. Whereas if it's a biscuit, it's a luxury item, something like that.
This is a UK thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very much a UK thing. If you're watching this in another country, we're very confused about how one of our biscuit companies needs to be a cake for legal reasons so that they can pay less tax. It's a real thing. Look it up.
It's totally not a cake though. It's a biscuit.
It was determined by whether or not, because biscuits are so soft when they're stale and cakes go harder when they're stale, so it was determined that if you
Is that how they decided?
Yeah. So that's how they decided if legally it was a cake or a biscuit, and whether or not they had to pay tax as a luxury item, or whether or not they were an essential foodstuff of the British people. It's a real thing. This has gone off on a tangent somewhat, but what are the other constellations that are on this dress?
the fondant fancy, the crumbs, that's a little collection of stars.
Yes.
They're all cake themed.
You did a lot of Where's Wally as a kid, didn't you? It's coming through now. And you've done pin badges and cushions.
I can camouflage in the shark cushion.
You can. So you can snuggle up in
Where
the
have I
snuggle.
gone?
Obviously, the cat one is the one I love. It's so cute. There is a bunny one of this cat one, but bunnies aren't as good as cats, so the cat one.
Controversial statement there.
Is it bunnies aren't as good as cats? I'm putting it out there. Bunnies aren't as good as cats. Put your hate in the comments now.
I know.
Start your flame war. But you do have a t-shirt called Cuter with Cat Ears, so you're obviously on my side.
There's no cuter with bunny ears. I went for cats with that one.
Yeah, see, so obviously you're on my side here, so, you know.
Don't tell the rabbits.
Don't tell the rabbits, they aren't quite as cute as the cats. I think we've solved that argument. It wasn't an argument, but we've solved
I hope
it.
you don't have too many bunny viewers.
No, not anymore. So what's this one called?
It's called Cute Explosion because it's got everything on it, and at the time I just put everything that I'd drawn in one pattern, and
it's amazing.
There it is. So I use that for my background on my stall as well.
Yeah,
and
I love the fact you've got
with it if I could.
I think you should. Cakes and Faces wallpaper, who votes for that? I think that should definitely be a thing. Leggings, this would make good leggings as well.
Yeah, that would be good.
Definitely, or pyjamas.
Yeah.
I saw some amazing, super cute versions of the Xenomorph made into pyjamas the other day that someone had, and I thought of you actually, because I thought actually your designs would make amazing comfy pyjamas.
Yeah, it would, definitely.
This would do it. A new idea to add to your ever-growing list of things to do. But this one's very Where's Wally. There's so much to find. There's so much going on. Even a little like grumpy-looking octopus with its hand over someone's face, and a little alien, and a dinosaur, a guitar, and computer games controllers, and I can tell which consoles and things you had as a kid. Basically, it's your life on a cushion.
I know, it's like from an outside point of view, it kind of makes no sense, but it's just all cute things I like, colour things, croissant.
It makes exactly as much sense as it needs to, which is none. It's adorable. And the angry plant. I do have a soft spot for the angry plant.
A man-eating plant.
Yeah.
Well, there's one of them on my new dress, my Hawaiian dress as well.
Okay.
Because it's got all tropical things.
Yes.
So I thought, as well as like the flowers and the butterflies and the nice things, it had to have a man-eating plant.
Yeah,
to make it more interesting.
And I saw your totally not Photoshop photos of it, though you definitely flew to Hawaii and didn't just Photoshop in the beach behind you.
That photo shoot was on location.
Yeah.
In Hawaii.
Yeah. I completely believe you.
I was a graphic designer in a scientific company doing very corporate brochures and boring things. But then I've always drawn for fun.
Yeah.
And more and more I'd see things in the shops and think I'd like to design something like that, or I could do that better, or I wish I could do that, and I had
you get that inspiration. So how did you transition from doing very boring corporate things to doing sharks fighting over fish and like N64 controllers and kawaii boards?
Not that difficult, surprisingly.
That's good. That gives hope to everyone else that's out there thinking like, I wish that I could just do laser drawings and
You too can make that transition. But yeah, Cakes and Faces was my hobby to start with, and then I started my online shop, and I had my first stall at MCM London here 7 years ago.
Oh wow,
it's
7 years ago.
It's 7th birthday today.
Yeah, because I think the first time I met you might have been one of the Hyper Japans rather than the MCMs.
Yes,
I'm trying to think now. I'll have to search back through the videos to try and like find the clips.
Back in time.
We can date the clips of when we've met, by our hair colours. You can kind of get a vague understanding of the timeline because it all blurs into one after a while, these events.
It really does.
They're all amazing, and it's just 24/7 amazingness.
Always knackering.
Yeah, exhausting and
like, what's
amazing.
going on?
And the stall has grown every time.
Yeah, to start with I had a table in the Comic Village, and then I had a slightly bigger stall, then I made the leap to get this booth, and every time it gets bigger, and I try and make it a bit different each time so it's not just the same and boring.
No, it seems to grow, not just in the amount of designs, but just the whole booth itself is evolving.
And every time I seem to have to buy more mannequins. Every time my mannequin army is growing.
A mannequin army.
Yes.
There's undertones of this taking over the world stuff coming back into this, Amy, I have to say. I feel like perhaps at some point I'm just going to come to Comic Con and there's just going to be llamas fighting alpacas and then the little space aliens in the spaceships.
And then the
mannequins, like a sort of cheap Doctor Who villains, all kind of coming for us. We apologise if Cakes of Faces accidentally destroys the world.
Sorry.
Purchase of their t-shirts won't lead directly to the world being destroyed.
Your
Is that a good disclaimer?
Be in danger by buying t-shirts.
Yeah, not directly. Not directly.
No, maybe one day.
Maybe it's an ambition. Come up with designs, make t-shirts, space, take over the world.
The logical next step.
Yeah, I think so.
Have a plan for the future.
I think so. It's good. It's good to have ambition. It's good to have drive and direction. And I think the world would be in safe hands.
An end goal. Yeah.
Yeah.
I could do this.
I'm going to make you out to be an evil megalomaniac villain. So I will put links to Cakes of Faces YouTube channel below and also to their website where you can check out their awesome designs. You were encouraging me to branch out into coloured clothing.
I used to wear black every day and now look at me, so
And now look at you. Now you're a rainbow! It's awesome! But yeah, thank you so much for talking to me and it's been absolutely fun. Here at MCM there are loads of incredible people like this to meet who make awesome jewellery and clothing and things, so do check out all of these kind of stalls when you're here. And if you like the video, please subscribe, put a comment. I think you're supposed to say smash the bell and all this kind of
smash that
bell. The notification squad. I hate all of this terminology. I feel like you have to be under 15 to say these things. I feel too old to say these things. But those are the things I'm supposed to say.
Hit up the Snapchat.
That was so unconvincing. And we blatantly neither of us have Snapchat. No. We don't hit up the Snapchat. We don't have Snapchat.
Don't hit up the Snapchat.
No, you'll get something completely different. But I have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and I'm assuming you have
the same faces on all of them.
Yeah, and thank you very much, guys, and we will see you next time. Bye. Some of that made sense. Maybe, possibly. And then I'll try and it'll make sense.
Good luck editing that.